Hey,
Let's go, girl.
Cynthia.
Hey.
How are you? Good. I just want to tell everyone your name is Cynthia Moore, and you're a student teaching at Griggs Elementary School. And what grade are you teaching right now?
I'm in fifth grade.
Okay. And whose class? All right. Let me ask you, how do you and your teacher, how do you use technology in your classroom?
I'm in a children actually interact with technology in many ways. They use the smartboard through smartboard activities, and we use laptop computers. And they work through a site that's very similar to a college online source. Oh, that's bad. And it's called Moodle. And what the teacher does is she uploads assignments for the students, and they log on to Moodle and they access the assignments. And sometimes that requires them to search sites and research things. Like this week, we are studying the causes of the Revolutionary War, so like the French and Indian War, and then Tolerable Acts and the Stamp Acts. And the students are going on the web at sites that are uploaded by her, and they're researching those causes and actually creating smart lessons about each one of those events. And the students were also downloading pictures into the smart lesson, and a lot of them know how to animate the objects or audio the pages within the smart lesson. Daily or weekly basis, where the teacher uses manipulatives or students' work to show the students examples, live examples of how to do the right thing. The students also work on an iPad. Sometimes in math, they access apps that help them with multiplying, subtracting, dividing, adding 2 or 3 digit numbers and fractions. And lately they have actually been using the iPad to take their accelerated reader tests daily and weekly.
They test on the iPads?
The teacher also has a slate that is in her room, and I am using that, or have seen her use it in the writings. Like, for example, this week the students are writing expository writings, and while she is writing, she can write on the slate and not have to stand at the smartboard, so that the students can see the writing and not have her block the view. And it's more comfortable for her because she can manage the class more effectively without her back to the class.
Okay, that
and those are
sounds
just
good.
a few. It's a great classroom.
Yeah. So do you blog, or do your students blog?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Do you blog, or do your students blog? Does your teacher blog? Besides the Noodle website you said.
I have not seen them actively blog or create wikis. I've only been there 2 or 3 months. I have heard the teacher talk about the students blogging and wiking. I'm not sure that this class has done any of those type activities though.
Okay. And it was called noodle.com, right? The class website. And so is it serving
Well,
as
it's
a class
actually a
website?
site, I believe, that's been developed by, I hate to say it because I don't know if it's right, but Mobile County
Okay.
Public School System. And it's all teachers can access it and create classrooms. For example, every one of her classes is on there, and it says Cumberland Reading, Cumberland Language Arts, or whatever class it is. And she accesses it as a author and creates assignments, and the students access it to look at the assignments and see what they're supposed to do.
Okay, good. So it's good for parents, good for her students, and everything else.
Absolutely.
And do you think it's important to stay up to date with technology? And what do you do to stay on top of things?
I definitely think that as an adult, and especially as a student, that one of the most important attributes we can give them is to teach them technology, how to use it, what's the best, what's the newest, because that's how our society works. one of our goals as educators should be to produce productive citizens so that when they enter the world that they are capable of getting a job and have the skills required in those jobs. And I believe that the way of the future and the way it is right now, technology is pretty much everything, as we are Skyping right now. Mm-hmm. We talk on cell phones, we email, we blog, we create wikis. And so I think that it's a necessity for adults and students. Myself, I have to say, before I entered the education program at South, I wasn't as updated on technology as I am now through my courses, learning about blogs, wikis, Skype, and we did some virtual tours and did virtual book talks. Clickers are a system response system that are used within the classroom. So I have to say, without my education, I probably wouldn't be as up to date, but I feel like through my classes at South and just talking with current educators, that I feel fully equipped and abreast of the technology that needs to be used to help our students.
Okay, that sounds good. And I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I appreciate you talking with me today.
You're welcome, Kelly. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye, Cynthia.
Bye-bye.